what if the Lars family were able to stop Anakin Skywalker? He's standing in the Jedi Council chambers, a lone spire surrounded by the swirling traffic of Coruscant. But he's a million miles away. He is isolated by the secrets he's forced to carry and haunted by prophetic visions of his own future failures. His fear has become a poison coursing through his veins. And the only cure being offered is from the lips of a serpent, a man he trusts as a mentor, Chancellor Palpatine. That isolation is key to his fall. The Jedi ask him to let go of his fear, as if it is a simple task. Palpatine tells him to use it and claim his power. Both choices require him to give up part of himself, turning his good intentions against him. But what if he wasn't really alone? What if there was another voice, a third option? Palpatine's centuries-old plan could never have anticipated. A faint, crackling signal from the sun-scorched dunes of Tatooine, a planet he swore he'd never return to. What if a simple connection to his past, to the family he barely knew, became the one unexpected variable in the Sith's grand equation? This isn't a story about a hidden fleet or a forgotten holocron. This is a quieter story. It's the story of how a humble moisture farmer and his family, simply by choosing to be decent and present, could have become the anchor that saved Anakin Skywalker, the anchor that stopped Order 66 before it began and changed the fate of the entire galaxy forever. The story we know is a tragedy of missed chances. Let's rewind the clock and change one small thing, years before the Clone Wars. On Tatooine, rugged moisture farmer Cliegg Lars saves slave Shmi Skywalker from servitude. He sees the light in her and falls in love. He marries her. Meanwhile, Cliegg knows Shmi has a son out in the galaxy, a Jedi she speaks of with immense pride and deep sorrow. Moved by her words, he chooses to do something galaxy-altering. He records a coded holomessage, paying a smuggler to deliver it through unofficial channels to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. It's not a grand transmission, it's a wedding invitation. When the message reaches Anakin, it is a thunderbolt. Torn between his rigid Jedi duty and the desperate longing to see his mother happy, he keeps it secret. Instead of revealing the truth, he confides in Chancellor Palpatine, crafting a careful lie about needing to escape the mounting pressure. Palpatine, ever the opportunist, sees a chance to foster Anakin's resentment of the Jedi Order and convinces the Council to approve his leave. Thus, from Naboo, Anakin sneaks away to Tatooine. The visit is short, secret, but profound. He stands by his mother's side as she marries Cliegg. He meets Owen Lars, his new stepbrother, a young man his own age. They shake hands, a Jedi prodigy and a farmer's son. For the first time in a decade, Anakin is no longer just a tool of the Republic. He is a son and a brother. That one act opens a channel, a lifeline he never knew he needed, a shared grief. Years later, Anakin, now a Jedi Knight, is haunted by horrific nightmares of his mother suffering. In the timeline we know, he rushes to Tatooine blind and alone, but here, he has a contact. He sends a frantic message to the Lars homestead asking if his mother is okay. The reply is grim. Shmi was taken by Tusken Raiders, and Cliegg lost his leg trying to save her. Without delay, Anakin's ship screams down from the Tatooine sky. He rushes from his arrival directly toward the family, now waiting for him at the homestead. The tragedy still unfolds. Joined now by his family, Anakin finds Shmi, and she dies in his arms. Consumed by boundless grief and rage, he slaughters the entire Tusken village. His first true taste of dark side fury. But the aftermath is profoundly different. He doesn't bury his mother and flee in shame. This time, he grieves with his family. He and Cliegg and Owen carry Shmi's body back to the homestead together. As they stand before her grave, Cliegg shares his own pain. He frames the loss of his leg not as failure, but as a scar earned for love. He speaks of his own rage at the Tuskens and his struggle to let it go, to honor Shmi's memory with love, not hate. It's not a lecture, it's a shared confession. The darkness he unleashed in the desert isn't a secret he carries alone. A connection forged in war. The Clone Wars erupt across the galaxy, and Anakin is forged into a hero. The relentless conflict hardens him, threatening to chip away at the boy he once was. But the connection to Tatooine remains. Owen, his stepbrother, becomes an unlikely and vital confidant. They live worlds apart, a celebrated Jedi general on the front lines and a humble moisture farmer, but their bond deepens through intermittent holocalls. Despite their different lives, they find common ground in mechanics, the shared frustration of a stubborn hydrospanner or a faulty droid motivator. Conversations shift to responsibility. The anchor against the dark. The end of the war is in sight, and then come the nightmares. Anakin is tormented by visions of Padme dying in childbirth. His fear becomes an all-consuming fire. He goes to Master Yoda, who offers only the cold Jedi code. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side. Death is natural. Mourn them, do not. It's advice Anakin cannot follow. In canon, his only option is Palpatine, who dangles the legend of Darth Plagueis, a Sith Lord who could cheat death. However, unlike in canon, Anakin now faces a third door. Instead of turning to Palpatine, he sends a desperate message to Tatooine about his terror of losing someone he loves, the way he lost his mother. The response he receives isn't about Sith legends. Instead, it's from Owen and his wife, Beru. Owen reminds Anakin that they couldn't stop Shmi's death, but her love and memory live on in them. The way to honor the dead isn't to defy death, a fool's errand, but to live fully, with more love, for the people still here. Beru then adds her own perspective. She speaks of the fear that comes with starting a family, framing it not as weakness, but as proof of love itself. To be afraid of losing someone is simply proof of how much you love them. These messages don't stop the nightmares, but they do reframe them. Anakin now sees a different path, a different immortality, not through power over death, but through the legacy of love and family. This becomes his anchor of sanity against the dark side. The moment of truth. In the Chancellor's office, the truth is revealed. Anakin knows Palpatine is the Sith Lord. Mace Windu arrives with Jedi Masters, and Palpatine is cornered. Anakin is paralyzed. He believes he needs Palpatine alive to save Padme. Mace Windu raises his lightsaber. "I need him," Anakin screams. There is no time. His lightsaber flashes, disarming Windu. In an instant, Palpatine unleashes Force Lightning, killing the Jedi Master. This is the point of no return, but as smoke rises from Windu's fall, Palpatine urges Anakin to join him. Yet Anakin hesitates. The promise of power over death feels hollow. It rings as a trick when he's just been offered acceptance and love. He sees Palpatine for what he is, a liar. Guilt settles in as Anakin surveys the aftermath. He has betrayed the Jedi. He helped kill Mace Windu. But the impulse to kneel, to surrender for false hope, is gone. The anchor holds. The words of Owen and Beru echo in his mind. Instead of pledging allegiance, he backs away, lightsaber in hand, pointed at neither enemy nor friend. Anakin's failure to join Palpatine is catastrophic. Without Darth Vader to lead the 501st Legion, Order 66 becomes chaotic and decentralized. The clones are effective, but the heart of the plan fails. Key Jedi Masters across the galaxy survive the initial ambush. A broken Anakin confesses everything to the surviving Jedi Council, to Obi-Wan, and to Padme. The Galactic Empire never rises. Darth Vader was never born. The dark times are averted. And it all hinges on one, seemingly tiny choice made years before. A moisture farmer on a desolate desert planet deciding to reach out, to offer a connection, and to remind a lost boy that no matter how far he flew, among the stars, he had a family. It proves that in Star Wars, the most powerful force in the galaxy was never the dark side or the light. It was the simple, quiet strength of family. I consider each one of you family. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Check out my other What If videos. Peace.